Hi class, session 1 of the week. We're going to go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So just keep in mind to pay attention to your breathing and the warm-up. Take it nice and slow if needed. And let's go ahead and begin with our chest expansion. All right, come on down for cat and cow. So this is where we can really focus on our centering, right, of our midline. So nice and balanced. And scooping. Let's turn this into dynamic, hands forward, hips down. All right, seated position. We're going to come on down to our backs. And we're going to change up our 100 position. So our legs, we've been bending our knees, right? So let's come on all the way down, come on the mat. So we've been here in this chair position. I'm going to go ahead and just extend my legs vertical. So just a different leg position. Everything else is the same. So head and shoulders up, scooping, arms extended, palms facing down, and begin your breathing and pumping. Good. When you're done, go ahead and bring your legs down, your head down. We're going to go into those leg circles. So remember to bend and open the hip, the entire leg circle. So starting from that hip joint, maintain that open leg position and just a nice size warm-up circle. And then we're going to reverse, opposite direction. And switch the leg. Bend, open, and circle. Kitty cat. And reverse, opposite direction. All right, so we're going to go ahead and begin our workout. First time through, we'll go one exercise at a time, as usual. This is a single leg with a crunch. So we are actually going to crunch each time that I bring my knee in. But I'm going to bring my hands behind my neck. So keeping the legs bent, I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands behind my neck. And from here, I'm going to keep my head elevated the entire time with my hands behind my head. And from this elevated head position, I'm just simply going to scoop and lift my shoulder blades up off the mat. So like a crunch, right? But this is going to happen when I pull my knee in. So here we go. We're going to go left leg first, pulling in and lifting, and then extend, come back to start. Breathing, scooping, nice and controlled on the movement. There's no speed involved in this. We're slowing it down, really focusing on the crunch or the scoop movement. One more. Good. And then we're going to switch legs. Here we go. One more. And rest. Head down, arms down. Nice. All right, so double leg, we're going to do some sweeping arms out to the sides. That's it. Everything else is the same with the leg movement. Okay. Go ahead and bring the knees in, head and shoulders up, and we're just going to let go of the legs and sweep our arms out to the sides. And rest. Good. We have a bridge exercise. So what's going to happen is our arms are going to coordinate movement with our hips, but we're going to keep our elbows connected to our sides. So the movement looks like this. Okay. So when I lift my hips, I'm going to lift my arms, keeping my elbows connected. And then I'm going to lower my hips and lower my arms. Okay? Here we go. Remember to tighten at the top of your bridge. Up, exhale. Down, inhale. Up. And down. And up. And down. One more. And up. And down. Good. All right, so our crisscross, it's with the crunch just like the single leg. So we're going to go ahead and bring our hands back behind our head. Head is elevated off of the mat. So same movement as single leg, but now we're going to come across and back. We've done this before. My kitty cat has joined me for this session. Watching squirrels outside the door. One more. Now we're going to switch legs. Here we go. In and across. One more. And down. Arms down. Good. Okay, so single straight is going to be one leg at a time, but we're going to actually do a little pulsing move, and that's just like a little rebound, kind of an additional bonus stretch, okay? So watch me. So one leg at a time, so the other leg is down, lifting up, and I'm just going to pull it in. 1, 2, see that? That's like a little rebound, little bounce. Okay, so here we go. Leg up, head and shoulders up, chin to chest, scooping, back of the leg, let it go. Last one. Leg down, head down. We're going to switch legs, lift up, scoop, and pulse. One more. And rest. Hopefully this is the week that you start to not feel the neck fatigue as much. We're going to go into a double straight modify. So this is called a double straight leg pull. So we're going to go ahead and start with both legs up top. Go ahead and do that. Head and shoulders up. Hands behind our neck. And we're going to bend, extend, and pull up. Bend, extend, and pull. Scooping, breathing. One more. Good. And down. All right. Legs are slightly bent. We're going to do our roll up hold, but with an arm sweep. Okay? So let's bring our arms behind us. We did this last time. I'm going to sweep the arms, and as soon as I see my arms ahead of me here, I'm going to start to lift my head, shoulders, scooping immediately, tightening the glutes, and reaching forward. So we're going to exhale as we lift. Here we go. Don't forget to tighten the glutes at the top. One more. Good. Okay, roll to your side, push yourselves up. All right, so we're going to do the roll down holds, but we're going to do a split arm move. So watch me. This is what this means. So we've collapsed our back, right? And we've leaned back with arms out front before. So now all we're going to do is split our arms. And back. And arms. And back. Collapse the spine, the back. Stay scooped. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, go ahead and split your legs for saw exercise. Remember saw. Sitting up tall, arms are outstretched to our sides. We're going to rotate or twist, and we're leaning, leading with our abdomen. Nice little bit of stretch. Other side. So remember, we do not want to speed this exercise up. We want to slow it down. Good control. Just a little bit of increase in stretch each time. Each side. Good. All right, back to center. Go ahead and bring your legs together. We're going to go into rowing now. So hands are interlocked. We collapse our back. We're going to pull our hands in and lean back. Lean forward, let go of the arms. Sweep the arms over the top, big stretch over the legs. This is a really good time to focus on centering the body, everything down the midline. All right, bend your knees. We have seated balance. And so what's going to happen here, bring your hands underneath your thighs. And I'm going to keep my feet on the floor, and I'm going to start in this scooped rounded position here. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to sit up with my trunk. See that? So my legs stay the same. I'm scooping, rounding, and sitting up tall, flat back, and back, and up, and back, up, and back, and up. Good. Split your legs for spine stretch. One more. Good. Bring your legs together, bend your knees. We're going to lean back on our elbows. Keeping the legs bent. I'm going to go one leg at a time. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to pull my knee in, and I'm just going to rotate my knee out and in and leg down. So in, open the leg, here open the hip, pull it back in and down. Abdomen is tall. And switch legs. One more. Good. Come forward. Knee hug. All right, we're going to turn over onto our tummies for pull straps. Come on over. So your arms are going to be at your sides. Resting on your chin. I'm going to keep my legs down so my upper body is just doing the work, okay? And anytime we use just our trunk, our upper body, we want to focus on pressing the hips down, tightening the glutes, okay? So I'm going to lift my trunk as I sweep my arms back. Watch me. Okay? So when I reach back with my arms, I want to focus on squeezing my shoulder blades. So getting a nice extra bonus squeeze there. Here we go. Let's exhale, lift, and reach back. Tighten the glutes, press the hips down, and inhale here. And back. Good. One more. Good. All right, so I'm going to fold my arms in front. So now my head's going to stay down. I'm going to do the work with my legs, okay? But again, I'm still focusing on pressing my hips down, tightening my glutes so my pelvis is connected to the mat. This is called grasshopper or heel taps, okay? So the legs are doing the work. So I'm going to bend my knees, flex my feet, lift my thighs, and with my thighs elevated off the mat, I'm going to bring my heels in and out, which my knees come in, my knees go out. The legs are moving in and out while I'm breathing. Legs are elevated off, the thighs are off the mat. And rest. So you'll feel this in the low back. Just make sure you're tightening your glutes, pressing your pelvis down. Let's do this one more time. Here we go. Bend your knees, flex your feet, lift your thighs, tap your heels, in and out. Breathe. And rest. Good. All right, so you're going to bring your hands outside your chest. We're going to go modified slow push-up into low back stretch, okay? Push up and back and down, all the way down. Slow push and back. Push. And one more. Finish at the top. Good. Kneeling tall. So we're going to do kneeling tall mermaid. So that's just the side bends to the right with the arms. So make sure that your hips are pushed forward, your glutes are engaged, abdominals are pulled in, and we're just side bending. Big arm sweep over to the side. Big breathing here. Okay, so new exercise here. It's called teapot. And so it's just another push-up variation, okay? So we're on our knees. Bring your hands and arms out. This table position here. Okay, so from here, I want you to extend one leg back. Okay, now from here, you might need to move your hands just into the comfortable position after you've done it and tried it. So I'm going to bend my elbows and my leg will come up behind me. See that? So I'm transferring my weight forward and then I'm pushing back up with my leg down. You don't have to come all the way down. You can come to a partial push-up if you want. You can also move your hands to a better position if you feel more comfortable with them closer or more farther out away from your body. It's up to you. But this is teapot. Press down, up, we'll go one more with this leg, and we're going to switch legs. Here we go. One more. Good. All right. Low back stretch. Bring your arms back with you. Just taking that weight off of the arms and shoulders. All right, we're going to come over to our side all the way down, hand propped behind the head, other hand out in front. And we're just going to do a traditional lying side leg lift, okay? So hip strong, abdominals pulled in, bottom hip pressing down, right? And we're just going to lift this leg, keeping it nice and strong. We're lifting, not kicking, and lowering. Trying to create some resistance here. Last one. Good. Let's come up on our elbow. So this is called chest expansion. So I'm going to really just focus on rotating my upper trunk, okay? So my legs are bent, my legs are folded and stacked here. I'm going to bring my hand behind my head. I'm going to lift my hips up. So all my weight is on my elbow. And I'm just going to fold my arm down, looking down at the mat, and then lift up and down and up. Continuous breathing. One more. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. All the way down. Leg lift. Last one. Go ahead and bend your knees. Come up on your elbow. Hand behind your head. And we're going to lift the hips. And down. And up. And down. And up. Last one. Good. All right, seated position again. All right, you guys, so we're at the beginning again. Now we're going to repeat. My cat. Hi, Peony. Okay, so we're going to repeat, but now we're going to try doubling up, right? Try doubling up with the same exercises. I might change a couple of them, just a little bit different, like the bridge exercise. Single leg crunch with hands behind the head. And then we'll follow that up with our double leg with the sweeping arms, okay? Try the best you can to stay with me. If you need to take a break and then get back into it, totally fine, okay? All right, come on down. All right. Hands behind the head, lifting the head here. Single leg crunch. Here we go. Remember to try and stay as centered as possible down the midline, even though one leg is doing the work. One more. And switch. That just means that we're pressing that low back down into the mat as we scoop. We'll go one more and then we'll go into double leg with sweeping arms. All right, here we go. right, so the bridge, we did the bent arms, right? So this time we're going to lift our arms up and come down. All right, here we go. Hips up, arms up. Hips down, arms down. And up. And down. And up. And down. One more. And down. Good. All right, so we have our crisscross with crunch. We'll do this by itself, okay? Hands behind the head. So we're going to extend, pull in and rotate. Last one. Switch legs. Last one. And rest. Good. All right, so we're going to do traditional single straight with that little pulse, right? So it's just not one leg at a time, we're alternating. After that exercise, we'll go right into our modified double straight with leg pulls, okay? All right, so go ahead and bring both legs up, head and shoulders up, and we're gonna pull and pulse. Pull, pulse. Scooping, breathing, chin to chest. Check yourself. Two more. Last one. Legs up, hands behind your neck. Bend your knees, extend, and pull. When you extend your legs, really press that low back down into the mat. One more. Good. And rest. Good. All right, roll up holds with arm sweeps, slight bend of the knees. Bring your arms behind you. And we're going to sweep and lift. Down. See if you can get that back off the mat. Exhale. All right, go ahead and roll to your side, push yourselves up. We have the roll down holds with split arms. Ready? And back, and up, and back, up, back, up, and back, and up. Good. All right, saw exercise. Legs are split, sitting up tall. Let's see if we can go just a little bit deeper into that stretch, right? Which is that abdomen to thigh. Again, we're leaning. Last one. And come back to center. Legs together for rowing. Hands interlocked. Collapse your back. Pull and lean back. One more. All right, bend your knees. So now we're just going to extend one leg at a time with that tall V position of the trunk, right? So go ahead and bring your hands underneath your thighs. And from here, this scoop rounded position, I'm going to sit up and extend, keeping the other foot on the mat. In and up. In and out. One more. Good. Spine stretch, legs split. Go ahead and bring your legs together, bend your knees. We're going to lean back on our elbows. Same exercise, one leg at a time, lifting the abdomen. I'm going to pull the knee in and then let it go out and in. Down, in, out, and in. And switch legs. Last one. Good. And go ahead and come forward. Knee hug, release your back. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn over. We have those pull straps, right? And then the grasshopper. So the arms are at our sides. So we do the trunk lifting first and then the legs second. So go ahead and bring your arms out, resting on your chin. Remember to press the pelvis down, tighten the glutes, exhale, lift and squeeze those shoulder blades. Here we go, pull straps. Keep your legs down. Exhale. Feel the strength in that lower back. Lifting your trunk. Let's go one more. Good. All right, fold your arms in front, head down. So the grasshopper, right? Bend your knees, flex your feet, lift your thighs, and tap those heels in and out. breathing, and rest. We'll always do 2 sets of these, okay? So second set, go ahead and bend, flex, lift, and tap. And rest. Good. Bring your hands down outside your chest. So we're going to go slow push-up, pull backs, right? And that low back stretch, but I don't want you to come all the way down this time. So push up and back. Treat it like a push-up here, but nice and slow. One more. Good. All right. Kneeling tall. So just before we go into this mermaid, I wanted to make mention of something about the push-ups. So people have always asked me in my classes if they start out challenged or weaker in push-ups, how do I become better at push-ups, right? Well, of course, you need to do more push-ups, right? But it's also about doing quality push-ups. So the stronger you get in your trunk, using your hips and your glutes and your abdominals, right? The stronger you get in these core muscles, the better you should be at doing push-ups, because you're focusing on tightening and strengthening and using those muscles to help push yourself up, so that it's not just your shoulders and your chest and your arms doing the work when your back is sagging, right? Or it's just not strong and supporting those muscles. So if you can learn to use your trunk all in one by pulling those abs and stabilizing that back, tightening those glutes, and really using everything to push yourselves up, you should become better at push-ups. Just like when you do sit-ups from here on out, sit-ups or crunches, after having all of this information about Pilates and creating a stronger trunk and stronger body, you're never going to do a sit-up the same ever again. You know, you're going to always be thinking about scooping, and you're always going to be thinking about pressing that back down into the mat and you know, activating those muscles, and that's what it's all about. So keep practicing the push-ups if needed. So let's go into our mermaid. So again, pulling the abs in, tightening the glutes, strong posture, breathing. It's like when people say, you know, how do I jump higher? You know, if I'm a jumper, well, you jump more, right? But you jump more using the right muscles, activating the right muscles. You're not going to get there overnight, right? You're going to have to practice. Okay, so table, we're going to do that teapot. So keeping in mind everything I just said. So making sure that we're nice and strong in our core when we're doing these teapot push-ups. One leg is back. So I challenge you to really focus here when you're doing this. So it's not just the upper body and the arms doing the work. Our core is engaged. You should feel this all the way down to your glutes and your hamstrings if you're doing it right, not just in the arms. Abdominals are pulled in. Switch legs. connecting your mind to your body. That's the most important thing. What is going on right now with my body, right? All right. Let's go ahead and come back into low back stretch. Bring your arms back, resting on your forehead. And then we're going to come down to our side. The better we get at mind-body connection and being aware through our movement, you're going to become stronger and you're going to improve. I promise you. But disconnecting and then just checking out oftentimes leads to injury because you're not focusing on what's going on in your muscles. So just make sure that when you're lifting the leg, we're not just absent-minded, right? What's going on with my hip? What's going on with my abdominals? What's going on with my opposite hip? My breathing, right? Physical exercise or activity should include that mental connection. One more. All right, let's go ahead and bend the knees, come up on your elbow. So we're going to do that chest expansion again. And again, just taking notice of what's going on here, hand behind our head, lifting the hips. And we're going to rotate just the upper trunk area. You feel those shoulder blades. You feel your trunk because you should be pulling those abs in and that back is nice and stabilized. Good. And switch sides. Here we go, leg lifts. And I get it, you know, you get distracted and all of a sudden you're just like moving. You're not even thinking about what you're doing. I get it, that happens. But as soon as you're aware of that, then just reconnect, right? As soon as you're aware that, wow, what have I even been thinking about? Reconnect and start again. And then it'll be, you know, if you practice it over and over and over, it's like meditation. You'll get better at it. All right, bend your knees up on your elbow, hand behind your head, lift, and rotate. It's like some of you had said in some feedback that, you know, focusing on breathing is hard for you, right? And I get it because you don't, you know, you go through your daily life and you don't actually think about breathing. It's automatic, right? One more. But it takes practice. All right, seated accordions to create, you know, new habits. All right, hands on knees. Remember, we're going to collapse our back and lean back slightly and then come forward, pushing our abdomen forward. Rounding the shoulders. Breathing, this is where we get centered again. One more. Good. Legs in front. Sitting up tall, we're going to do a figure 8 with our arms. So we're going to bring them out in front, palms facing down, and I'm just creating the shape of a figure 8 with my arms. So my arms rotate forward and then they rotate back. My hands drip down and then dip up. Sitting up tall, breathing, nice strong in the shoulders. Figure 8s. and stop. Keeping the palms down, I'm going to pull my arms back. Shoulder height, chest height. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Good. All right, lean forward, stretch. We're done. Nice job. So session 1 complete. Make sure that you comment after the video, and I will see you for session 2 soon. Good job.